Hello friends, welcome to English Coach. My name is Ashok Kumar and I'm super excited today to help you with your IELTS reading. I have received so many complaints from my students. They say that IELTS reading has become a bit more complicated after COVID. Students have taken exams several times but they are not getting their desired band score in IELTS reading because IDP has started serving more text in the passages, and this is reality. Friends, if you want to score high in IELTS reading, then you need to change your approach. And the tips which I'm going to share in this video are practical and going to help you tremendously. I'm not going to share any magical trick which is going to help you score 7 band in 5 days. I'm going to suggest some practices. If you follow these practices, surely your score is going to be high. Let's start. Number 1, you have to build your understanding. I mean to say that you need to comprehend written English. Okay, right. When you take any IELTS passage, try to understand as more as you can. Many students who get only 5 or 5.5 bands in IELTS, they just understand 40 to 45% of the passage. To get 6 plus band, maybe 7 or 8, you need to understand at least 60% of the passage. And how do you do that? Take 2 minutes to run through the passage. Read every sentence of the passage in 2 minutes. After that, go to question. Spend 2 minutes with question. Try to understand each and every question and try to synchronize, trying to link what you have read in the passage, right? This way you will be able to build your understanding about written English and IELTS passages, right? You have to develop your comprehension. You have to work on your understanding rather than any tip or trick, because you are in the exam and you have to do all the things. In classroom, teacher may be there, but in examination hall, nobody is there to help you, right? So what you have to do, you have to build your understanding. Other things that you can do, try to read newspapers, magazines, okay, and try to read English text as more as you can, and do that into context, right? One thing that you have to do, you have to work on building understanding. Try to understand what is written in the passage. Try to figure out what it is about and link with the question. Okay, second thing that you have to practice at home, or you can practice that in your classroom, is read one passage one time and give yourself at least 30 minutes, right? When you have 30 minutes to read one passage to answer 13 questions, you will try to correct maximum questions. In 30 questions, you have to correct at least 9 questions, and do that unless you reach this target. When you are able to answer 9 questions correctly, then add one more passage and give yourself 30 more minutes. Now in 1 hour, you have to answer 27 questions, and in those 27 questions, your target is to correct 18 to 20. Okay. Do that unless or until you reach this target. This exercise or this practical tip is going to build your understanding. You will be able to go deep into the reading passages because you have 1 hour and 2 passages, 27 questions to answer, right? And you'll be able to put your mind, you'll be able to put your understanding over there. Okay, when you are able to correct 18 to 20, then add one more passage. Okay, and now in added passage, you have to correct at least 5 to 6. Okay, do this and practice this up to next 10 days. Within 10 days, you will be able to score 26 to 27, right? And your target score is close to you. If you want to score more in IELTS reading, increase your time. Give yourself at least 20 days to follow this tip. Okay, do this practice next 20 days and this is going to help you. Friends, many YouTubers and many teachers, they provide you so many tips and tricks to get desired band score in IELTS examination, but most of the students fail. You know that in previous exam, 90% students have failed in IELTS reading. It is because they have trusted tips and tricks they haven't practiced themselves. So what you have to do, you have to develop your understanding, build your own comprehension about IELTS reading, and you have to practice. Take one passage, correct at least 9 to 10. Okay, then again one passage 9 to 10, and if you want to score 8 band, then move to third passage 9 to 10. This should be your target. If you are able to do that, surely you'll be able to build your understanding about IELTS reading. You will improve your vocabulary and you will be able to spot the information, right? And one more thing that you will be able to do, differentiate the information. Do this, my friend. This is going to help you tremendously. Yeah, it is difficult to do because you trust tips and tricks. You do not want to work hard. If you really put these two tips into practice, my guarantee, you are going to score high in IELTS reading, right? If you find this video useful, then watch it again. Try to inculcate the information that I have provided you so you could practice your IELTS reading according to the suggestions that I have given you and change your score. Transform your mentality about IELTS reading. One more thing that I want to add, you can use tips and tricks given by teachers when you understand the text, when you understand the information given in the passage. If you do not understand anything, then I don't think so these tips and tricks are going to work for you, right? If you like this video, please share with your friends who are preparing for IELTS and going to take exam in next month, right? Thank you. See you next time.